Hey Team Major Foe here, Operation Valkyrie, Japan turned 14.4, January 1943. A bit of housekeeping. I didn't see it in the 5 stars video for recruitment for CCP. They've got 2 territories. I'll roll that now. If I'm incorrect, then it doesn't matter, but I didn't see it. Needed 2 or less. That's a 10, so that misses. Okay, we'll go to tech rolls. So messed up in the German video. My dice got flipped over, but I should be at +3 for improved factories at stage 2. So that'll be the first tech for Japan. That's a 6 +3 is a 9, so that goes to stage 3. Okay, and then advanced subs +2, looking for a 6 or above. It's at 12, that will work. So Japan goes to stage 2 for advanced subs. I had the Japanese at 52, Germany at 82, America's at 61, Italy's at 25, Russia's moved up to 17, but they did pick up, I think, a bonus for 2 cities, Stalingrad and Moscow, but look back at that. 13 for Great Britain, 12 for France, 7 and 7 for Anzac and Far East, and China is, or correction, CCP is still at $2. So, $64 to spend. I'm going to move the 2 heavy battleships to stage 1 and the other heavy battleship to stage 2 and start another heavy battleship. That's $24, so that'll bring me to 40. Yep. Okay, that was easy. Japanese fighter for 10, so that's down to 30. 3 militia at $2 a piece, and 2 militia upgrades. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 at $2 a piece. That brings me down to 20. Medium armor for 6 and an AA gun for 4. That's $10. So that's down to $10. And then a marine for 4 and 2 infantry for $3 each. That's $6. Okay, so we have a few attacks. The fleet in P-64 will move to P-53. They will be joined by a heavy battleship and 3 transports. Heavy battleship will be from P-46, and they'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. They've moved a 3 plus 1 from the major shipyard. Yeah, that'll get them to P-53. A 3 transports in P50 will take 2 Marines, 1 infantry, and 2 artillery out of Sarawak, and 1 Marine at a Siam, total of 6 units. And they'll move P51, P52, P53, and they will go into New Guinea. The destroyer and marine from P16 will move 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll go P35, P46 into P54, and they'll take the Solomon Islands. And that's a destroyer there. So that is a bonus island for Japan. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bonuses. 10, 11, 12, 13 bonuses now. Excuse me. And the seaplane will raid the line in P50. The 2 Anzac, well, I should delete the damage off of it from last turn. It'll raid the two convoy lines there. The transport in P41 will take the 2 infantry at a Quang Tung. It can move 3 spaces in total. It'll go to P50. It looks like 12. And then I7. And it'll drop both infantry into southern India. Uncontested. That is $1 off of Far East and $1 added to Japan. I'll try and go a little faster this time, but this one already feels slow, or maybe it's just because it's so early. We have mountain infantry going into Irkutsk, and we have an infantry going into Buryatia. Those two. So Japan will go up $2 and Russia will go down $2. Japan will go to 55. I have no idea what happened there, but I must have taken that over. So they went from 17 to 15, I believe. Okay. The cavalry in Singang will go to Kobodo. No dollar value change there. I believe that is all the combats. This one. The only one we're rolling for, I think, is here. And here, and the rating. Okay, let's get some dice. So the British is anti-submarine warfare, so that's a +1. And they don't have radar. So this should be a 0. Meaning I have a +1 for the seaplane, they have a +1 for anti-sub. So orange is Japan, black is the rest. 3 and 3, that is no damage. Okay. Probably take this to the board just for the fun of it. I have 4 bombardments. Oh, apologies, folks. I should have been set up for this, but life gets in the way sometimes. Okay. I'll just check the territory there. Once again, possible mountain terrain. Yeah, I'm going to say that's mountainous. And a marsh. So the 41st is in there. Pretty sure that's all the attacks I had. That's it. Okay. So, looking at this heavy battleship, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is a first strike, and then the, oops, 2 battleships are out of 4 for first strike, and that battle cruiser's out of 3. Okay, and then we're going into mountainous terrain. I'm going to say we're all at a 1. These two first strikes are at a 2, and that'll... No, they're not. It's coming off of a ship. Correction. So there is no first strike. That's correct. They have a first strike. Well, this might not be the greatest battle. They have an infantry, they have a militia, and they have first strike artillery. I have 4 infantry, and eventually I'll have 2 artillery if this doesn't go too poorly. Okay, I think that's set up now. Alright, so we have the heavy battleship, shore bombardment at a 5. That's a 7, that misses. 2 battleships at a 4. Those both miss, and the battle cruiser at a 3. 7, so that went swimmingly. This is definitely going to be a bloodbath for the Japanese, I think. Okay, so 4 at 1, no hits. Infantry at 4, it's a miss. First strike, apologies, is a 1, so I will lose a Marine. They were all unsuccessful, those hits wouldn't have mattered. Apologies for that. And miss on that one. We're looking for a 2. So the artillery is no longer first strike. 2 artillery now land, and 2 Marines get bumped up. So looking for 2s and 1s, all misses. This is going to be painful. Miss, hit, and miss. Okay. Obviously, I can't retreat. There's 1 hit, so that militia finally gets taken. 5, that's a miss. Can the artillery go 3 for 3? They miss. And a militia at 2. Hit. Of course they did. Okay. So I'll take an artillery, and then 1 bumps back. So 1 at 1, nothing, and 2 at 2, both misses. 1 at 3, 1 at 4, hit. Japanese. Oh, don't know what happened there. I will roll out again. Both misses. Miss and miss. Japanese are having a bad day today, I think. Ooh, there's a hit. That will likely be the artillery. 9 and 10. So missed and that missed. So we're down to a Marine and an artillery, both missing, versus an infantry. 5. Oof, close. A Marine and an artillery, both misses, versus an infantry. That's a hit. Okay. Artillery missed versus an infantry. Hit. All right. Got crashed there. That is a huge setback. So, good job to New Guinea and the Anzacs. Quite a Bit of good fighting there on your behalf. 41st is no longer. Okay. So I think that's all the combat. They both went poorly, so I was due for some nightmares eventually. I think we're on a non-combat. A non-combat with the sub base, both of these coastal subs will move one into I-12 and two into I-7. The seaplane will go to no, correction, they'll go back to the Philippines. An infantry from Siam will move into Burma. An infantry from Cochin China will rail to Burma. That's the one rail movement for this side. The fighter from Anatonka will move one to Burma, two to I-11, three to southern India, and four to Maharashtra. Just need to figure that piece out. The transport in P16 will move. We'll take an infantry from Tokyo and Honshu and move one to P15, two to P14, and drop two infantry in Hopei. The mechanized will move 1-2 into Hopei. Both of the light carriers will move 1-2 into P14. The fighter will move 1 into P16, 2 into P34, 3 into P43, 4 into P46, and 5 into P53, and land on the heavy carrier. Does change things a bit. Infantry in that country will go to Central Mongolia. The tank, mechanized infantry, and artillery from Cheetah will also move to Central Mongolia. One, two, three, four, five. Medium bomber. Apologies, folks. I didn't think those battles were going to go as bad as they did. So that has changed a few of my plans. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to that. These will stay here. And 1, 2, 3. Tactical will move there. Fighter. Correction. Fighter will move there. And the tactical will move to Hopei. Okay, that transport can stay out there. And the medium bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Medium bomber will stay where Nah, they'll go to Hope as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sorry for that, folks. Just had to change a few things up as there was a nightmare there. Okay, so that other transport, strategic naval movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get guy off. Now it'll stay where it's at. Okay, placement units. Apologies once again. Two heavy battleships are going here. Fighter into Tokyo. Medium armor into Rihi. And two infantry. One infantry and a marine will go into Tokyo. One infantry will go to Kyushu. We're going to upgrade a militia on, no, not Wake, sorry, in Midway, and we're going to add a militia. That's one of the militias. The air AA gun is going to Burma, and a militia is going there. A militia is going to Tibet, and the other militia upgrade is in Hopei. I believe that is all of the placement of units. So we'll go to collect income. Should be at $55 plus 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4 is 13. So that would be 68 IPP. Okay. Unit disposition, we have correction, a Marine on the Solomon Islands with a destroyer in P-54. We lost the 41st, so in P-53 there is a heavy cruiser with a fighter, a heavy battleship, 3 transports, 1 destroyer, 2 battleships, 1 battle cruiser, and 4 submarines. In Wake, there is a militia. In Midway, there's 2 infantry and a militia, 2 coastal artillery, and a fort. There's also coastal artillery and a fort on Wake. Bonin, Volcanic, Palu, and Okinawa, and Guam has a militia. Marshall has an infantry. Sarawak has an infantry. Burma has 3 infantry, a militia, and an AA gun. Southern India has 2 infantry. I-7 has 2 coastal subs and a transport. Maharashtra has the Japanese fighter. There's a militia in Tibet, Sinkang, Kweichow, Hunan, Szechuan, Suyan, Kurulin, Northern Manchuria, Amur. Rihi has a medium tank. Central Mongolia has 2 medium tanks, an infantry, a mountain brigade, a mechanized, and an artillery. Kobdo has a cavalry. Britannia has an infantry. Irkutsk has an infantry. And in Hopei, there's a medium bomber, a tactical bomber, 3 infantry, and a mechanized. Peking has 2 militia. P-14 has a transport. Kyushu has an infantry. Kuril Islands has a militia. Tokyo has 2 infantry, a marine, and a fighter. And P-16 has 2 light carriers, a fighter, a destroyer, a transport, and 2 heavy battleships. I think that's everything. I really hope that that wasn't mountainous, but it looks like it's a mountain. So we'll go with that. And there's also a seaplane in the Philippines. All right, folks. Sorry once again for another long video and all the confusion. Thanks again for watching.